Camera ready? Judges ready? Competitors ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. So on 3 they're underway here in the B final. This is a spectacular event. We listened to Josh this morning in the presentation talk that it seems to be declining, but I tell you what, if it comes from the spectator's point of view, it should be absolutely growing. Now, if you've just joined us and this is all new to you, what they're going to do is they're going to climb up that pole, that tree, that's what it represents. They will use springboards, as you can see, being put in, and that's what they stand on to make the next cut. So they have to make a series of pockets. Now, those pockets at optimum, 4 blows, leaving no chips, so that the clip on the end of the springboard goes in and holds firmly, so that our competitor may have a really good solid base to stand on to use his axe to either make another pocket or start cutting at the top. So looking as we steer down there now, Quinton Fawcett, the first one up to the top, starts on the opening scarf. Now you can see there's not a lot to stand on up there. The board's moving, the pole's moving, so it takes a lot of concentration as well as brute force to actually sever that block on top. So we've got 3 out of the 4 of them up on the top. Bill Huaki putting in his third board now, gets the pocket in. So Chris Lord, Willie McDonald, Quinton Fawcett, all on the top. The lead, probably at the moment, I'm going to give it to Quinton Fawcett. He was the first one up there. Seems to be clearing away the wood out of the cut nicely as he works his way round. Comes in from underneath, not quite ready for the drivers yet, but it's going to be close. It's going to give those other 2 a chance to catch up in the form of Chris Lord and Willie McDonald. So Chris Lord on 4, Willie McDonald on 3, Quinton Fawcett on 2, and Bill Huaki, the Welshman, on 1. We've seen competitors come from far and wide, certainly our Australian friends from across the Tasman, but I tell you what, the guys that have come from the United Kingdom, particularly Wales, absolutely seeing us proud here at this 50th anniversary chop. So if we go back down to the bottom of the pole, on number 2, Quinton Fawcett, already putting his first pocket in for the second time up. But there's been a little bit of catch up here. Willie McDonald picks up the axe, addresses his first pocket for the first board as well. Quinton Fawcett has the board and leans number 2 up against it, so he's got it on easy access, ready for the second, pulls his axe out of the pole. Chris Lord also now putting in first pocket. It's going to have to be a good one, hold the clip on that springboard. But at the moment, Quinton Fawcett still holding the lead, but very close behind Willie McDonald, the man from Waiuku, one of those great family of McDonalds that are here today. Bill Huaki, he's opening up that front scarf. He's got a good board, a little bit of droop. Won't be holding him up though, looks like it's firm enough. So Quinton Fawcett maintaining his edge, putting in pocket number 3 or pocket number 6 if you're counting both sides. Lodges his axe in, he knows that he's just got to get this in, keep it nice and firm, lodges the clip into the pocket. Looks good. Willie McDonald on his second board, looking at about 5 degrees below the angle, should be still enough to hold him firmly as he puts in his third pocket on the second side of the tree. But at the moment it's all Quinton Fawcett. He's really done a good job here, working away there on the top block on the felling scarf, because if you can imagine in the old days before Mr. Still invented the powered chainsaw, this was the way you cut a tree down. Now if it was a tree, a very mature tree, had a lot of buttress roots and hardwood and knotty wood near the bottom, they would need to climb up a little bit further to get at the better wood. So that's exactly what we simulate here. They're going up the pole to get to the good wood, and that's where they would fell the tree. So the second scarf is in fact a felling cut. So now we have 3 of our athletes, but they're not going to be good enough to catch up to Quinton Fawcett as he stands and takes a breather. So now between Chris Lord and Willie McDonald, that's where it's all going to be at for that second position. Bill Huaki, our Welshman, puts in his second board on the other side. Make sure that it's going to hold firm. He checks it, puts down, he's going to have another look with the axe to just clear it out. And Chris Lord looks like he's taking the honours for that runner-up position here in this B final for the world title. Willie McDonald's going to make it fall down on the ground any second now. There she goes. So an excellent effort. At least there's a little bit of shade down over the tree. Unfortunately, Bill Huaki's missed out on the draw for the shade. He's out there in the bright sunshine, dislodges the axe, works on his third pocket. First blow goes in. Starts cutting out. Wants to have a nice, well-angled pocket, just the right depth to hold the clip on that springboard. Bill Huaki takes the chip out of the back of that third pocket on the second side. Looks like it's going to hold pretty well. Gives it a little bit of a test just to make sure. Climbs up. You've got to be agile to do this. You've got to have a head for heights, and you've got to be able to chop wood. There's just about everything that you would ever want in a sport involved right here in the tree felling. And I've just been told from the background that energy is also vitally important, because once you get up there, you've been up that hill twice, and then you've still got that block to finish off with your felling cut. So Bill Huaki picking up the pace now. I think he's putting everything he's got into this. He's come a long way to compete. Comes from Northern Wales. Well, he's living in Northern Wales, has been there for a long time. Right near Mount Snowdon, he told me last night. He'd be wishing it was Mount Snowdon at the moment, because I bet you the weather in Wales is a little bit cooler than it is here in the Rotorua A&P Showgrounds. Knocks away some of the wood, not quite ready for his drivers yet. Good advice coming here from Milconic. We can see a little bit of daylight now, so it's not going to be far away. Just needs to finish off those drivers. Take the top of the block off. There she goes. Bill Huaki.